are high, but these ain't no highs. So play your cards, but there's no goal, it's straight. It's the end of the streak, time to face your face. But was this another race of this dream? You had one last play that we couldn't believe. And though the house was cheated out of a quick, but it's what they call beginner's luck.
Hey, welcome back to Beginner's Luck. I still have no idea how to introduce this thing. It is me, your DM, Larry, and I am joined by my players. So let's take it from the top.
Hello, I'm Bella. I play Annie, the Goliath artificer, and I still don't know how to introduce myself properly.
Wow, you should. No. It's like, what, 7 episodes in and you don't know how to introduce yourself?
At this point, everyone who listens is probably well aware of who we are.
Okay. Next up.
It's okay. We are very professionals. We are professionals.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hello, my name is Robert, and I play Gordar Sevrok, the Draconic Sorcerer.
And up next.
Hi, I'm Avia, and I play Rainer, the elf, the bard, the extraordinaire.
Perfect. Okay, so before we do begin, once again, I do have a question for your characters. And that question is, what would your coffee mug say? Start from the top.
I feel like, because Annie only drinks, like, espresso. So, very tiny cup. I don't think it would have the ability to say anything, but if it did, the ability?
Yeah.
No, if it were to say something, it'd probably be like, don't talk to me until this is empty.
Okay.
Or something like
that.
So
one of those,
yeah.
Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee sort of thing. Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, let's be honest. Annie would make the cup that would just scream that whenever anyone came near.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she would be casting alarm on the cup.
It'd be like a Beauty and the Beast cup, just starts screaming. Just like, do not come near me until this is empty.
I pictured it more if somebody got anywhere near that cup, it'd just be sort of thing.
I also imagine it to be like a grenade.
Oh jeez.
It's just like a trip mine.
Just explodes.
Oh yeah. There's just like an abundance of it, like storage room. There's like 3 shelves just filled with those type of
That'll
cups.
teach him to talk to you early in the morning.
Exactly.
Alright, Gadar, what do you have?
I think Gordar would have something that's like written in elegant Elvish, that runs down it. He doesn't know what it's translated. He just thought it looked really pretty. But the equivalent, like if you could read Elvish, it'd be something along the lines of like live, laugh, love.
Right. I was thinking along the lines of like, you know how
or
those Chinese tattoos that people get,
mm-hmm.
and then they don't know what it actually translates to, and then some of them are like chicken butt, something like that.
It'd be something like that where I feel like it'd be a very like wine mum quote on there that he has no idea and doesn't agree with.
Right.
But it's just written on the mug. Just like something like very tacky that he would be so against, but it looks beautiful from the gold lettering.
Yeah, I think that's what I've drawn him to begin with, is just the beauty of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And lastly, Rainer.
I think it's either a solid gold cup,
Uh-huh.
or it's one of those cups that say, "This is not coffee, this is bourbon."
Okay. You know, the more and more
fitting.
we see Rainer, the more and more I'm just seeing me, and you're just cosplaying as me. The more I hear about him, the more concerned I am. But yeah, okay.
I knew it was you the moment that you, like last weekend, you were just spewing out black smoke at him.
Okay, we don't talk
like,
about
into
that.
the
We don't
pub,
tell anyone about that ability that I can do.
Larry is more Rainer than Rainer.
Okay, alright, so with that, let us just jump ahead and do the recap. An idyllic village that is lively as it is shimmering with normality proudly welcomed its guests. As Jeremy boasts of his new betrothed, the villagers were ecstatic. Preparations of nuptials have begun. With their late arrival, our trio guests were led to the Smoking Frog Inn, where a celebratory banquet was prepared. While our groom, now clean and clear of pebble scars, diverted his attentions away from his bride-to-be. With the celebration of the townsfolk, a sounding church bell rung throughout the village, and one by one each townfolk ceased and began to return home. Uneased, our trio and Gimbal sheltered themselves within the inn, and not long was met with rain and thunder. A familiar red rain. The comfortable and substantial inn with tables clustered with food transformed into rotting and dilapidated shack. Add to the fear and tension that our heroes had been experiencing. Shortly after, the red rain had ceased, and soon followed a rain of gold. With the night having passed and the inn returned to normal, our trio began their day. Annie and Godar having been taken by the head grandma to prepare and be fitted for a dress. Rainer collected what gold he could, and with Gimbal in tow, investigated the Delacroix manor. That the investigation would be cut short as Jeremy had discovered the two and had forced them to also prepare for the celebration. The wedding ceremony stands proud in the town square, just waiting for the bride. The air stood still, the weather not daring to make a move, and Anastasia stands at the front of it all. The reality of what's right in front of her, daunting and frantic, Jeremy takes her hand in sweaty alacrity. With vows not yet exchanged, the world literally fades to black. Rainer. You wake up with the sun streaming through the windows. The roosters with their cock-a-doodle-dooings. It is morning, and normally you're up earlier than this, but you've decided to have a little sleep in. But you know you need to get up, because you have to feed the chickens. Granddad has always impressed upon you of feeding the chickens each morning. And while you don't feel like it, you feel as if that you should get up and feed the chickens.
Grandpa and his chickens, and he's just gonna keep yelling at me if I don't do it. I don't want to do it. Oh, fine, I'll get out of bed. You kind of see him stumbling to his feet. He's kind of like trying to find his hat, and like his eyes are closed still, as he's kind of just patting around his like bed to find his hat before putting it on.
You put on your hat, and for as long as you can remember, for the last how many so years you've been alive and been living here with Grandpa, you've always fed the chickens. You've always ensured that the chickens are fed, because you know one day that when Grandpa passes, that you will be head chicken man, just like your grandfather. Take a step out and you know that Granddad is still asleep. And it is the kitchen, the dining, this little cottage of yours that you live in with your grandpa has always been the same. It is cozy. You've always wanted more, but you know that beyond the walls of your home, beyond the Briar Roads, there is nothing but danger. And so there's never... The risk is too great for you to venture out. And so you decide that, as much as you want that, you gotta feed the chickens.
Okay, I've got my duty. Lord Jeremy will protect us, and we will be fine. I just got to do my thing, and everyone else will do their thing. Grandpa has entrusted me with this chicken, and I will just do that. Remember, Rainer, ambition is not important right now. We just gotta do our job. He's like telling himself that as he's like walking out.
Godar, you've been up for a few hours now, and you have been meal prepping for the last few hours, knowing that folks that are staying in the inn and those who come to break bread with you in the morning will be coming soon. Your father had entrusted the inn upon you, and he ran this inn, and now it is your turn to run the inn. He's been away which is unusual because nobody ever leaves town. But for some reason, dear old daddy was left, and he has left the inn to you. What are you doing?
Probably just chop, like getting like the stew for the day, the soup that would be on sale, just getting that ready, just chopping away. Next lot of carrots in.
That's actually that's making me hungry. just the thought of soup. Just the thought of soup's making me hungry. And you hear the door open. It is the crack of dawn, and you have a few of the farmers now coming in to break bread with you. You know some of these folks.
Morning.
Morning. Hello. A lot of older gentlemen. There's what's his name? There's Bill, and there's Frederick, and there's also, God, I was gonna say Jeremy, but it's not Jeremy. Stephen. Let's go with that. The three of them come in, and then they take their usual spot there at the inn, and then some folks who have been staying in the inn itself are also coming down, and have all just sort of sit themselves. Sister Sarah now comes through the kitchen and is now taking bowls. She pushes you gently. Well, come on, we got to bring out the breakfast. Let's break bread with the others, she says, as she's now bringing out. She's got like 4 bowls, 2 in each arms, as she goes through the door and begins to serve people.
Show off. As God only picks up 2.
Breakfast goes.
Starts to place them down in front of everyone, and then
and Sarah will take another trip to the kitchen and then ensure that everybody here has their own serving, and you take a seat. And there's a moment of, I guess, satisfaction. You know that for all your life being here and living with your father and your sister, and there's a sense of satisfaction of being at service to others and having that sort of sense of community, breaking bread with the locals. You seem to be content with a simple life. Annie, you wake up in a large king-size bed with, a 4-post king-size bed. Another day of happiness and joy and jubilation. Your room is quite well decorated and ostentatious, I suppose would be the word. You look over to the bedside, and a photograph sits on your bedside of your wedding day, of you and your beloved Jeremy. You turn over, and your husband is currently, but he's probably already up and about protecting this great town.
Because he's already up. Okay. And she's going to get out of bed, stretch her limbs, and make her way down to the kitchen, where she'll make herself some toast.
Oh, it's great you're already awake. I guess it's time for you to make us breakfast, as he makes his way to the small sort of dining table.
Right. Breakfast. For the both of us. Yes. What would you like, dearest?
The same thing I have every morning. 6 eggs in a glass, a bowl of protein, and some amongst other things. My nuts and berries.
Very good, my dear. and she'll start making the bread, making the cereal, cracking the eggs, everything. This is so painful for me.
Sounds like you're going to cry. It's okay. Just to let you know that, as you know, there is going to be a town meeting later, so we're supposed to be meeting at the inn, at Goddarth Inn.
Oh yes, that's right. What is this meeting regarding again?
The safety and security of the town. I think it's time that we build some form of militia to ensure that the people of this place is well protected. As he pulls out his sword and puts it on the table.
My dear, you know what I say about having weapons at the dinner table. At the dining table.
As the man of the house, I cannot have you overrule my word.
Very well, just know that it displeases me so.
He stands up, he grabs the sword. I'll see you in a few hours.
Oh, you mean we can't have just a few more minutes together?
You want to play this? Fine.
I really don't!
Jeremy takes a few steps forward towards you and has to go up on his little tippy toes, and he gives you a kiss as he walks out. I love you, my sweet sonorous songbird. As he leaves.
Have a good day.
Just a quick question.
Yes.
Even if he's on his tippy toes, will he still be able to reach her?
He had a stool.
Okay.
He had a stool.
He had a crate.
Yes, a milk crate, which he's more than happy to make sure that he's, getting it there. But yes, he heads out.
We wait 5 minutes, and he runs to the window, opens up the door, and lets the milkman in.
Hey, you're late. I had to endure that for a whole minute.
There
Now hurry
stands
up.
Samson.
That's right, viewers.
God.
Comment on below, who do you think the milkman really was?
Just make a soap opera. That's all we're doing from now on. Let's do this.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, Rainer, you know that there is going to be a town meeting in a few hours. There's big talk of forming a new militia, and it had presented to you perhaps an opportunity to leave the walls of Briar Rose, and it is something that you're keen of hearing about. The call has been made, and you know that there isn't a lot of young men, or women for that matter, in this town. Population seems to be dwindling, but you are more than, what would be the word? You are inclined to just get out because you're tired of feeding these goddamn chickens. Goddard, the breakfast and of breaking bread with some of the locals have ended, and it is now time to prepare the inn for the coming.
Okay, you rabble. Come on, get. You've got work to do, and so do I.
Yes. I shall bring those sacks of potatoes you requested later on in the day, one of them says. And then...
Oh, please do, and make sure they're not green this time.
He says as he walks out.
I think he really needs to get that foot checked out.
Each and every one of them begin to leave, and you can see Sarah now just clearing out the tables, picking up the dishes and such. So that meeting, it's today, right?
Yes. Yes.
They're having it here.
Unfortunately so.
Did the Lord request any sort of dishes that we were supposed to make, or any drinks that we were supposed to prepare?
How many eggs do we have?
She looks over. You hear her in the kitchen, probably rustling through the pantry.
We still got a couple of dozen left, which I think should be okay.
Oh, I don't think it will be. Just tell him that we've cooked it down and dehydrated them and put them in other things to say there's more protein there for him.
Oh, of course, him and his protein, he says.
Yeah. Ugh. My goodness, I don't understand where it all goes.
Clearly, it's going somewhere, you can hear her now, like, washing the dishes of what remains. And a few hours go by, and now the inn is beginning to fill with people. Primarily, a lot of the older men, those who are in their, like, 60s, close to 70s. Some of them are soon to kick the bucket. You can see that Jeremy has not arrived yet. Rainer, you walk into this inn. You can see that there is already a crowd that has formed, and you feel very confident that you'd probably be selected, as considering the people that are here. Yeah, you're a lot younger, a lot stronger, a lot faster, and probably a lot more clever than the most folks in here.
Rainer kind of just fixes his hat as he kind of looks at everyone. He's like, "Oh, hey Bill, hey Frederick, hey Steven. The bald spot's growing in really well."
Yep. Sure is.
Mm-hmm. And that foot, Steven, oh god, looks terrible. Okay, I understood 3% of that, but that's great. And I guess we're going to listen to Lord Jeremy. Has he arrived yet?
No, he hasn't arrived yet. Not here yet. Not here. Not here yet, but be soon. But I understand Godard and Sarah will be making some nice food, so at least we're going to get some of that.
Oh, Sarah's here, is she?
Yes. Well, where else would she be?
Okay. Is she around?
You look around and you don't spot her, but you do spot Godard at the bar. You've known Godard since you guys were like basically like pack mates. Some of the few kids that that were actually here, and you guys played together as kids. You grew up together. You ran around, and some would even say that as growing up, you two were best friends, since you were the two youngest one here in this town. And everybody dotted to the both of you. And then as you got older, there was more sort of responsibility that was placed upon the both of you. And while the both of you don't get to hang out that much often, but every Friday you're here with Godard, sharing a drink, arm in arm, arms on shoulders and everything, singing a few songs, getting real happy.
Rainer's kind of gonna go up to Godard, and he's going to be like, "I don't see Sarah around."
Oh, you don't see Sarah? Oh, what a shame.
Yeah,
She must have had to step out for a little bit.
well, best that she stays out of Lord Jeremy's way. We don't want her being wife 8, right?
I'm sure he's happily married. He doesn't need any more. Did you hear that they're expecting?
They're expecting. Really now?
Which is one of the biggest town gossip currently, by the way.
Gotta just started that gossip.
There's huge talk in the town of Annie expecting a new heir to the house of Jeremy.
Yes, I specifically was told not to have too many raw eggs. A little bit less than normal.
That explains why I have to feed the chicken so much. The protein.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that the reason why not as much could be.
Right. Honestly, I am not that surprised. I mean,
He is quite the catch.
yeah, I mean, Lord Protector.
As you're both having this hush conversation of regarding House Jeremy, Annie walks into the inn, and Annie, as you step in, most of the folks, the farmers and townsfolk, they also revere you, and they all cheer with the sight of you. and like some of the aunties are just like coming up to you and just like trying to start rubbing your belly and everything, and they were like, "Oh, congratulations, dear," and all that sort of thing. "You shouldn't be here for this meeting, but okay," they say.
I must be with my beloved husband at all
"Oh,
times.
such a good wife, such a good wife."
Yes. Now, I will say I am having quite a large craving for pickles.
"Oh, yes. Perhaps you should go see Godard over there. I believe he'll have some pickles at the bar."
Thank you, grandmother. And she's gonna walk over to Godard at the bar.
Rainer is there as well, so you walk up to the both of them.
Is Annie familiar with Godard and
Yeah, you
and
would have
Raina?
spent some time. Considering these two boys, you were also somewhat of a teacher to them, educating these two young boys who are now adults. You've seen them grow from little babes to what they are now, and I think the timeline matches up. Yeah, let's say it does. But it takes a whole village to raise a child, and then an entire village to raise these two. And you were there for much of their pre-teen years. You were their educator. Taught them science and English and mathematics and the like.
Oh, my fair lady, what can we do to help you?
Hello, gentlemen. Good morning. She's gonna ease herself onto I'm assuming there's a bar stool, some kind of chair. Yeah, she's gonna ease herself onto there. Godard, I am feeling a craving for pickles. Do you happen to have any available?
Gotta there's the half side eye towards Rainer, as well as the snake's just whoa.
Yes. Well, we do have bar pickles ready for anyone. I'll open up a new jar for you.
Thank you so much. You are so kind.
Rainer, are you able to open this?
Rainer,
It's a bit too tight.
Rainer kind of just holds it, kind of struggles for a second, and she's like, "You know what, Miss Jeremy? Here you go. I'm sure that you wouldn't want any of us. You would want to make sure that this pickle thing is secure and protected."
Secure and protected. Oh, please. I've watched you two grow up into the fine adults that you are. The two of you are perfectly fine.
Right.
And she's gonna try and open the jar by herself.
The jar pops open, and you now have a open jar of pickles.
She's gonna take a sniff of the jar.
Smells like pickles.
Oh, that does smell quite.
Don't. Oh, great.
I knew I shouldn't have put the mustard seeds in there. I'm sorry. I was
No,
trying something
it's
new.
fine. This is all right.
I can't look at it.
I'm so sorry.
Oh goodness, please give me those. Just
let
grab the
me-
jar and just walk out the back.
I'm so sorry, Godard. Please, can I help you clean up?
No,
at
no,
least?
it's fine.
I feel terrible.
No, lady, please do not do this. No, it's perfectly fine. You look after yourself, and I'll get you some fresh water, and I'll clean this up right away.
Thank you so much. You were too kind.
Can everyone give me a wisdom saving?
Can I give you an IRL
Please,
wisdom saving
God.
Because I Robert needs this.
This is Godard speaking.
Gora got a 10.
Rainer got a 7.
Annie got a 13.
Annie, as you see Godard beginning to tend to your sick, a memory stirs, as if you know these two, but not as you say you do. You remember a prison. You remember a dragonborn who drew blood from himself. You remember being shoulder to shoulder with these two in fight. And it fades almost like a dream that you must have had and only just remembered.
I do believe that sickness is coming from somewhere else. I seem to have imagined something absurd. I think the three of us went on some kind of excursion outside of Briar Rose, and we encountered many difficult things. Even fought some of them. Dragonborn, for one. That's ridiculous.
Gordar out of Briar Rose. He just kind of looks at him.
I would never. Lady, I think you've been having some wild dreams.
I do think so. I think if it's alright, I might just remain next to you, next to the two of you here at the bar for just a little bit longer.
Oh, that is fine. I do have to let you know that I don't have any more, raw eggs. I know that's something you tend to keep a lot in your home. I do apologize. We cooked them all up and didn't keep enough aside. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. It is my husband who mostly eats the raw eggs. I do not participate as much.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Thank goodness.
The door bursts open and walks in Jeremy. The town folks at a cheer and glee at his entrance. Him standing there with a what kind of t-shirt would he be wearing this time? He's worn an anime shirt. He's worn the Three Wolves and Howling at the Moon. What kind of shirt is he
Picture of
wearing?
himself in
No,
standing in front
I
of
got
the
it.
unicorn.
I got it. He is wearing a shirt with Annie's face on it, and then with the words, "This is my wife." That is what he's wearing, and he has sword at hand. As he walks in, and Godar, Rainer, when you look at him come in, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Gordar got a 15.
Rainer got 11.
Okay. Godar, after Annie mentioned these things to you while you're cleaning up her sick, you have this feeling of repulsion of you doing manual labor. And it's not right. You don't do this.
Oh, what am I doing? Oh, ew.
Drops the rag, stands back up, like looks around.
What? Where's Sarah?
Thoughts begin to swim through your mind. And it's as if the words that Annie had mentioned seems to stir something within you. And you're now seeing a great wall that you stand before. You have a memory of tethering a mouse man, ensuring that he does not run forward. You remember some form of spider people and webs and a lot of fire. And again, it now almost fades, and a lot of it is like a photograph printed on wet toilet paper. You come to. Was it a dream that you once had? Don't know.
Oh, I think something might have been in the eggs or the pickles. Chicken man, is anything weird with the chickens recently?
You know I hate being called that.
And that's why I do it.
Well, apart from them being chickens, not really. Just stupid, annoying birds that require feeding more times than I eat. But yeah, they're fine. You look a bit shaken. Is it?
I'm okay. I'm just gonna go and try and find Sarah.
I'm just gonna try and like walk into the kitchen, like quietly without causing like a scene that like Jeremy would like, because he's a server, so it's just like slide out of the room.
You see, as you're sliding out, Jeremy takes his position in front of townsfolk. recently, as I've been taking my rounds throughout the town, I have noticed a great number of dangers that have come closer and closer. Now, while we do have formidable, formidable,
Formidable.
thank you, dear, formidable guards, I think that we need to form some form of militia to make sure that we are all safe.
You are so lucky, Miss Jeremy.
Yes, my husband is quite the protective leader that we all need. I do aspire to be like him.
You know naturally that you can't be.
I think it is time that we form a militia, and this is something that is very important for all of us. So, who here will be more than willing to sacrifice would be the right word. To nominate themselves for this grand adventure.
Rainer is going to kind of stand up. He's going to fix his hat and he's just going to put his hands up as he's kind of walking forward.
You see your granddad there. What do you think you're doing, boy? You gotta look after them chickens. And he stands up. Take me instead, as he's like wobbling with his cane. He's standing up. And Jeremy is like looking over the both of you. It seems that we have some sort of family dispute.
Lord Jeremy, you know that I'm the best person for this. My grandfather doesn't have it in him to do the kind of work that needs to be done to protect our town.
Poppycock! As he walks over to you and pokes you with his walking
Ow.
stick. My lord, it is clear that the young must stay, and the old shall be out there protecting the young. Jeremy looks at the both of you, considering it for a moment. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Rainer got a 17.
Okay. As with a poke, that sharp pain that pierced you with the his cane. Now a memory stirs within you. You remember fighting. You remember injuries that you've sustained. You remember a birdman. You remember flying swords. You remember these hounds that seem to disappear and reappear. For some reason, your body is physically remembering the injuries that you had sustained from a dream.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a sense of something isn't right now. Not right at all.
Yeah. So Rainer's kind of gonna get, like, as he gets these sharp pains, his body is starting to remember all of this. He kind of gets into a weird, like he falls to his knees as he's kind of just remembering it all. Like, he can't really overwhelm himself with pain. He's kind of just remembering it.
You see a few of the other older men now also nominating themselves.
No, this is my opportunity.
And Jeremy sort of just looks down on the people and looked at you. And Godar, you enter the kitchen. And you see Sarah almost finishing finishing the dish that she is making. So what's the word?
Something's not right. Have I ever left this village?
No. You've always been here. We've always been.
Where did Father go?
You should take this. And she hands you an already prepared dish. Give me a wisdom saving.
That is a 17.
17 in total. Okay. to impress the feeling of something's not right, you're now certain in your bones that this isn't right. The fact that you are doing menial labor is bringing this feeling of disgust, and you shouldn't be doing this. It's somebody else should be doing it for you.
No. No. And Gorda puts down the pot on nearby table. This isn't right. Sister? What is happening? What is happening?
She walks over to you. She tries to hush you. Shh, 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 shh. And it's okay. And she goes in for a hug that you're so familiar with, that your sister gives you. And she kisses you on the forehead. Just try to calm you. Your eyes close and embrace the warmth of it. And then you open your eyes once more and you find yourself on the floor. And you feel a weight on your chest. You're looking around and you're outside. You see the sun, or what can be construed as the sun, through the thick clouds. Color and life seems to be very dull and muted. And it seems familiar.
Hello?
Your voice is weak and you can barely speak, but the weight on your chest, it's quite heavy.
Just trying to catch breath, but like that compressed feeling, just like struggling.
As you struggle and move about, you now see that there is a figure upon your chest. And it looks like a grandma who has their lips just on your chest. And you now feel this sucking motion on your chest.
No. I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath and breathe fire all over her face.
Okay. Go ahead and do that for me, please.
As the jaw unhinges, and then the just waves of energy just ripple out over them. They need to make a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 13.
Okay, so what is the damage?
So it is 12 points of fire damage on a fail and half if succeeded.
Yeah. So as you bring forth this energy from you, you hear a scream from this thing that is on your chest, and it sounds like an old lady. As it burns and writhes, as it rolls over next to you, and you manage to pull yourself up, and you now see Rainer next to you, also with one of these things on his chest, and you see Mouse Boy Gimbal also down with a thing on his chest. There's this huge inky black sphere. Everything is coming to you. You're remembering now. This is a wedding. It's supposed to be Annie's wedding with Jeremy. You don't see Annie, but you can see as you're coming to, through the inky blackness, the inky darkness, something breaks through the smoke, the darkness itself, and it is long and it stretches up high, twice of Annie's height, and you can see almost a serpentine figure with Jeremy's face, and you can see a multitude of arms coming through, and he looks at you, and as he looks towards you, and he yells, "No!"
Oh, you're as ugly as your personality is. Ugh. Is going to just turn towards Raina and do the breath attack once again.
on the thing on his chest.
Okay, same thing where this burst of energy comes forth. This thing goes writhing off Raynor as it tumbles and screams in pain. Raynor, you're there at the at the inn, and with all this pain that is surging through you, you collapse. You fall over, and you close your eyes, and as you open them, you're outside. And you look around, and now you can hear this. You can hear a multitude of screams. You're unsure where it's coming from. Godard, the entire crowd is now screaming towards you. You can see that these hobbled old people are like making their way to this towards the stage. And Raynor, what you had just experienced, what you just thought was real, isn't. And your memories are now flowing back to you. And you can now see Godard standing not too far from you. You remember the darkness spell that you had cast upon Jeremy and Annie. And you now also see this large, hulking, centipede-like creature just coming out of the smoke. But this thing has Jeremy's face. And it also looks at you now awake. You both have to die, he says, as now he screams. Everybody roll initiative. All right, so what did you guys get for your initiative?
Annie rolled a 17.
Gora got a 10.
Okay.
Raynor got an 8.
Okay. All right. Okay, so Annie, the town seems to be in agreement. Like these old farmers are now going to be the ones who are going to be protecting the town from the outside. They're going to be sent out. There is a celebration here in this inn, and
Oh, my dear, wait. Before you send out any of our precious elders, I must encourage you to please consider Raynor at least. You know, he's young, I helped educate him, he's more than capable of, taking over, at least for his grandfather. Don't you want, the elders of this town? Village? Okay. Don't you want the elders of the village to finally be at rest? It's well deserved. They've been working for so long.
who? The name that you say, it comes to you now. You realize that you don't even know who you're talking about.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I must have... I think I need to rest.
I think
I think...
we need to celebrate. Because I understand it that you're expecting.
I may be. I've been experiencing some symptoms, but please, I would rather just rest. I don't feel
He comes to you and he
very
puts
good.
his hands on your hips as he begins to try and dance with you. Give me a wisdom saving
No.
throw, please.
No, please. I
And he's
must
giving you
rest. I
kiss-
don't
He's
feel
giving
up
you
to the
kissy
task.
faces.
Nat 20, baby. 21.
Hey! As you say no, you try to push him away. What do you mean no? Nobody says no to me. Nobody says no to me. You're my wife. You're supposed to do everything I say. And now memories are flooding in. This isn't your life. You're not pregnant. You're too old to be pregnant.
She's like touching her stomach, just making sure that there really isn't anything there.
Yeah.
I am not your wife. I said no. We never exchanged vows. And I did not say yes to you. Get away from me!
As you yell to get away from me, everything around you swirls and disappears, and you open your eyes, realizing they're closed, and you now feel a weight on your chest. You can't see anything. It is just darkness. You just see darkness, but you do have this weight on your chest, as if something is pressing against you. Someone's sitting on your chest.
What is going on? She's going to look down and
You
is anyone
cannot see
there?
anything. It's as if you're basically blind. Yep.
Great.
So
Okay.
let us now go to Godar.
Oh, good. Oh, old people. You all smell.
And Gorda is so. Give me a quick little breakdown of what's happening
So-
here. So there's darkness up on the stage. There's the old people who are running towards the
Yes,
stage.
so there's a few of these older people now, and you look upon them as they're running. Their bodies begin to slowly morph into these hunched things, and you now see several arms begin to protrude out of their bodies as well. Their mouth open, and these mandibles come out, and a tongue, proboscis tongue, comes out with what looks to like have some, almost like a sucker at the end of said tongue, and they're like just charging towards the stage. Not too far from you is Raynor, who's now standing. Jeremy now standing ever so tall outside this sphere of darkness, wielding his blades. You see Gimbal not too far from you as well, maybe about 10 feet away from you, has one of these things on his chest. Well, you can barely see it because it basically, the rags that this thing is wearing is like essentially engulfed Gimbal with his sheer size, and you can only see his head, and he's kind of shaking his head, almost like having a nightmare, going no, like that. What do you do?
Alrighty. Godar is seeing like the wave. Like, how many? Like, is it just a crowd just running
That's right.
towards the stage? Because where is Raynor and Ike?
On the stage as well.
We're on the
Yes.
stage as well. Okay. I just wanted to because I wasn't too sure. All right, cool. So we're on the stage as well. As they're starting to run towards, Godar is going to bonus action, innate sorcery. The snakes flare up. The Medusa magic starts to activate. And I'm going to do Dragon's Breath once again into the crowd to get as many as possible in a 15-foot
Okay.
cone.
All right. Let's just.
So it's a dexterity saving throw DC 14, please.
Yep. They will take damage regardless. Is that correct?
Yes, they take half damage if they
All
succeed.
right. Go ahead and just roll me your damage, please.
7 points of damage
Okay.
or fire damage.
Paint me a picture with this.
As the snakes flare up, just like the hissing, their jaws detach as well, like Gordas does when he activates the Dragon's Breath. And then just the waves of energy, as if in lore where Medusa's eyes go entirely white or green and petrify somebody. Instead, it's just that energy of like a microwave kind of energy just ripples off from him and then just burns into the creatures.
You can see now more than half of this crowd that is charging the stage all fall over on their back. It sets them alight, right? Yeah.
It doesn't set them on fire, but it just burns
Okay.
them.
So their feet, you can see that a lot of them fall on their backs and are beginning to writhe in pain, screaming. And it is a scream which is, well, I guess concerning. It is the cries and screams of the elderly that are just feeling this immense pain. Annie, you're hearing screams of old people as you lay here on your back. Godar, is there anything else you want to do?
That is all Godar can do.
Okay. All right. Raynor, you are up.
Yep. So Rainer is going to go. So he can't see Annie, can he?
Nope.
Okay. But he can see Gimbal?
Yes. Let's just say
Okay.
he's behind you, roughly about 7 feet away from you.
So Rainer is going to take out his dagger and just attempt to stab the thing that's on top of Gimbal.
Okay. All right. So you run towards this this thing. Go ahead and roll me your attack, please.
That is 24 with a nat 20.
Okay.
Hey.
Go ahead and paint me a picture. What happens here?
So Rainer is going to be a little bit confused as he's kind of just hearing Jeremy's booming voice in front of him. He's still kind of very, like, he's trying to, like, detach himself and try to figure out what is real, what isn't. As he kind of just hears Gimbal, and he's like, rat! As he just kind of charges and then grabs his dagger from his side and just kind of stabs his right where it might be.
So you stab into this thing, and you can see it detach itself from Gimbal, and you can now see blood begin to spill from its body as it twitches. It is now.
So it does 6 points of damage.
It's dead.
Wait,
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to essentially put a bardic inspiration on Annie.
Do you need to be able to see them to be able to place a bardic inspiration somewhere?
Anything that can see or hear me within 60 feet.
Okay.
So I don't need to see them, they just need to be able to see me or hear me.
Wow. Okay. So go ahead and how are you giving this bardic inspiration to Annie for them to hear you?
He's going to be kind of shouting out loud, I am so sorry, Annie. I didn't mean that you couldn't do anything.
Annie, you
As
hear
them.
Annie, you hear an apology out from the ether. You know it is Godard's voice. I'm sorry, not Godard, Rainer's voice.
God,
Rainer's voice with an apology, and you're coming to with this memory, much like you realize that what you thought you experienced an entire lifetime of being married, living in this small town, and being washed away with your real memories. Skinny Pete, the prison, and everything to this point of getting. You remember the wedding, and you now have bodies.
Whatever, it's fine.
Jeremy looks at the both of you and sees that that you've taken out like a lot of these creatures. No, what have you done? He says, and you see his body twist and contort, and his body lowers down to the ground, and you see now his head begin to peek out from the sphere of darkness. You're hearing a lot of movement, Annie, and you see almost in a flash, he glides across the stage towards the both of you, brandishing his sword, and he's going to swing at the both of you. Alright, so first it will be Godard, and that is a 16 versus AC.
As it whips through, Goldar, no, you don't, and the magical green shield.
Okay. Alright, and then it goes towards you, Rainer, and that is a... I cannot see, it is a little dark in my room right now. That is a 17.
17 hit.
Okay, so you see this bug-like Jeremy slide across the stage as it takes a slash at Godard. You see him pull out, waves his hands as this magical field forms in front of him, and then a sword comes towards you and hits you onto the side, and you're going to take 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then that is him. As he weaves his way and glides across the stage, you can now see him sort of he's wrapped himself, his bottom half is sort of like wrapped around where Gimbal is, and he's now almost like in a standing pose in front of you, Rainer, with his two blades, still wearing his tuxedo t-shirt. Annie, you are up.
Hey, after getting that hit of
Inspiration,
rejuvenation, that bardic inspiration from Rainer, Annie is going to cast. She's going to make her Eldritch Cannon.
Okay. Is that a bonus action or an action?
No, that's a magic action to actually create it.
Okay. So, I'm going to say, with this pressure that you're feeling on top of you, you can't really do much. It's kind of, think of it as if like you're grappled.
Oh, really? So I can't do that?
Because you have something on something that is sitting on your chest and you cannot see.
That's right. I forgot about
Yes.
that. Oh, what is on me? And now instead she'll just do the giant ancestry ability.
That's a
Whoever is-
reaction.
Can I not react to it?
I mean, you have to react to an action, which in this case there is no action that is being has started. I guess this is an
It
ongoing.
says the first line
Motherfucker.
when you take damage.
Yeah.
That is what you're reacting
Yes.
Ugh.
So
to.
you can think of a way to try and get this thing off.
Because I'm also just thinking, since Annie is, since Annie was, I guess, forced into wearing the wedding
Mhm.
dress, does she still have her rifle on her back?
That's a good point.
Yeah, and same with like any other weapon.
You would not have your rifle,
Yeah,
but
right?
I would give me a D100
Mm.
and
D100?
roll me a D100, and we'll
Luck check.
Yeah, basically a luck. Hold on, before you roll it, we will. We can say that if you succeed in this luck check, right? We can say that you were able to slip in a few other items, with but not your rifle. You would not have your rifle. Okay. All right. So you.
So what? Am I doing luck
Yeah. So
first?
give me a luck check. 40 and under, you would have something with you.
55 on that D100,
So-
baby.
When you attempted to slip a few things into your dress, you were caught. You were caught out by some of the aunties, and you would not.
Wait, do you have inspiration?
You all have
You shove
inspiration
your
still.
You can re-roll any
Mm.
dice with heroic inspiration 2024.
Okay.
You could re-roll this. Do you want to use
I'm
that?
gonna save it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have a feeling I might need
All
it
right.
later.
So, well, you
Okay.
don't have any gear since it was any attempts that you made of trying to hide something within yourself. You were stopped. So, what would you like to do?
Okay. And he's going to like bring her left arm above and in front of her as the palm opens up, casting Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Okay. All right. What does that do exactly? I would like to know.
Okay, so in the middle of the palm, there's like triangles that kind of point inwards. They all just kind of fold out of each other, looking like a lotus flower. And as it opens, just like drips of acid just come out, like a
Okay.
shower coming from her hand.
All right. Go ahead and describe. Well, not describe, but tell me the details of said spell.
A stream of acid emanates from you in a line 30 feet long and 5 feet wide in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be covered in acid for the spell's duration, or until a creature uses its action to scrape or wash the acid off.
Okay. And what is the DC?
DC 13 dexterity saving
All
throw.
right. Go ahead and roll me the damage.
Rolling damage. 6 damage.
Describe to me how this acid falls upon one of these things that is on you and how it is.
And how it's what? Sorry?
removed.
Oh, I see. So as this, whatever it is just attached to Annie's front abdomen, I guess. I don't know how to phrase
It's
this
just
right. To make it not
at the
sound
moment
gross.
you just feel it on your chest, but now with almost this panic, you can also feel some form of almost like you're getting a hickey on your chest.
Oh, it's been a long time since Annie's got that feeling, but
Okay.
Jesus Christ, it does not
Okay.
like it. Okay. As Annie brings the hand forward, it's just kind of just in front of her face. You can kind of hear the hissing and hear the drips of the acid just slowly forming. And the thing, whatever the thing is that's sucking on Annie's chest, you can kind of feel the acid dripping from the thing's like
Yep.
head, or at least the top of it, and it drips down the face, forcing them to like
Yeah,
separate.
so you, as the acid drips, you feel this, whatever is attached on your chest, you feel it come undone, and a scream comes from this thing. Again, sounding like an old lady that is screaming, and you feel it sort of roll off your chest. The weight is no longer there, and the scream goes silent. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn? Perhaps even stand up.
Yeah, Annie will stand up.
All right, you're still in this darkness, right? So you still, if you'd like, you still have 15 feet of movement, I believe, if you'd like to move.
15 feet of movement. I think Annie's just gonna kind of like run backwards out of the darkness.
Okay. Roll me a d4 because you do not have your bearings, and this is going to where you run will determine the d4 will determine the direction where you're running or where you land.
If Annie runs into Jeremy's arms, that's a 1.
Okay, so you begin to run, to which you assume is some form of direction, and as you're running, you fall off the stage, and you face plant at the ground, and you can see now all these old people. Some of them are like screaming in pain and in dying, and then you flip yourself over, and you can see Godar and Rainer up on the stage as you're laying there, and you can see this creature. This centipede-like creature, and it looks towards you, and it has Jeremy's face. And you know it's him, not just only his face, but also his tuxedo shirt that he's
Ugh. Really not my type.
wearing. Ardar, you are up.
The more I look at you, the more I want to remove my own eyes. You're so disgusting.
As these snakes are just going to go like the tattoos start to flare up from underneath the shirt, going down his arm before it ends up on the back of his palm with the 2 fangs going down, the pointer and the ring finger, as a larger bead of energy flicks, and then he throws it towards Jeremy, as I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness. And it has advantage because it is a sorcerer spell. 21 to hit.
That most definitely hits.
Alrighty. 2d8 poison damage. So they take 12 points of poison damage, and they're poisoned to the end of my next turn, which means they have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
As you fling this spell towards Jeremy, you see it make contact. It's poison damage, correct?
Yep.
It's all poison damage.
Yep.
So he, what's the word? He reels back for a brief moment, and you can see that the poison or your spell almost seems to just wash off.
Oh, that is a shame. Don't try and poison him.
Noted.
Gotcha.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Godar is going to, because I'm right next to Raina, aren't I?
Well, relatively, yeah. We could say.
Yeah. Going to spread out so we're not so clumped up.
Okay.
So I'm going to walk about 15 feet off to a different direction to Raina.
As you're now beginning to move, Jeremy looks at you and he goes, "Not so fast." As I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw with a DC of 14.
That would have been a 7, but I'm going to use my inspiration to re-roll that. Oh goodness. Okay, so that becomes a 16.
Okay, good. Rainer, you are up.
So, is Jeremy, like, away from him? Like, how far is he from Rainer?
Oh, no, he is... You are toe-to-toe.
Toe-to-toe.
Well, toe-to-toe to hand, feet.
Okay.
Feet. Yeah.
And the old people that are around, are, like, out of the stage?
There are no old folks on the stage. A majority of them are now writhing in pain out on the not stage area.
Good.
That is the best way I can describe the area that isn't the stage, the not stage.
Okay.
Dance floor seating.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, that's a lot better than what I could do. What would you like to do, Rainer?
Rainer is going to use Tasha's hideous laughter on Jeremy.
Okay.
So he's just going to be kind of looking at Jeremy and he's like, "Wow, I kind of liked you better when you were short and ugly. You're just now huge and uglier."
Okay. Could you run by me? How does this spell work once more?
So what he does is he pretty much has to make them do a wisdom saving throw. And on a failed throw, they become prone and incapacitated.
Okay. And what's your DC?
I'm doing it on 2nd level, so it is a DC of 14.
Okay. So he got a 13. So you see him. That's kind of funny. And he just sort of like falls to his back with that same That's so very funny. And then he goes off tries to add to the joke that you had just made, except he made an incredibly racist joke against elves. So, because that's the kind of guy Jeremy is, who makes racist jokes. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Rainer is going to grab Gimbal and just try to spread out a little in the opposite direction of Gordar.
Oh, perfect. All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna say once you've picked him up, you're going to only be traveling at half speed, so about 15 feet away. Okay.
Yep, that's all good.
It is now Jeremy's turn, and because he doesn't have a turn, he'll make a wisdom saving throw once more. He fails that, but I think I can use a legendary resistance to succeed.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
And
He's got legendary resistance, guys.
that was so funny. As he curls up and he looks at you. Beth, I really like that joke. Here's something a little funnier. And he and he spits towards you.
Uh-huh.
I want you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me, please, with a DC of 13.
Rainer got a 12.
Okay, so you are as this bile that he has spat towards you, right? It coats you, and you feel it seep into your skin. You are now currently poisoned.
Okay.
Okay, and that's his bonus action, and he's going to now serpentine his way. Seeing you, Annie, drop to off the stage, he now serpentines towards you, and he wraps himself around you and picks you up. Oh, my sweet, you seem to have fallen. Do not worry, I am here to catch you.
Oh, shut up!
and he's like, you feel all these like little tiny hands all over your body, and it's just like
Nope.
cradling you.
Nope, giant ancestry storm reaction. Fuck that shit, man. That's
That
gross.
only works if you're getting attacked. He is saving you. Go on.
No!
Go. Your reaction.
Disgusting. Nah.
Disgusting.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage for me, please.
7.
Okay.
7 damage. Thunder damage.
As this surge of thunder goes through his multitude of arms that is propping you up, he drops you from the height that he is at. I imagine that it's just a little over your where he's holding you. It's a little over your height. So how tall is Annie?
7'2".
7'2". So it's from about 8 feet high, and he drops you immediately. You're back down, and it is now your turn.
Oh, God. Can she now create the Eldritch Cannon? Pretty please?
Oh, didn't we say that you had tools hidden in your metal arm?
I thought that we said we didn't. Well. Oh, yeah.
No, that was
that's
one
the
of the
case.
things that that you wanted. The tools, some of the tools that are hidden in your robot arm.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
So that... Sorry. Oh, okay, so that roll was just talking about, like, weapons specifically. Yeah, okay, got it.
All right. So go ahead. Yes. So you've used your action to. You get back up. You create this cannon of yours.
Yes. And, like, with this cannon, it looks to be a bit more well-built than the ones that she had made recently, even having lace patterns intricately printed on the outside towards the barrel of the cannon.
Okay. And you're placing it next to you, correct?
Yes. Sort of like in front, but also next to Annie on the right side of her, so that her right arm is sort of like on top of it.
Now that you've created your cannon, you can now use your bonus action to command your cannon.
Correct. Yes. The cannon takes on... Sorry, no. What? Annie commands the cannon to emit a force ballista.
Perfect. So you should still see your cannon sheet there.
Yes. Getting that up. So, make a ranged what? Make a ranged spell attack originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it. On hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Okay. Go ahead and do that force ballista towards Jeremy, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So go ahead and roll a ranged spell attack with disadvantage.
With
Because
disadvantage, okay.
if you've placed it next to you, you've built it and it is next to you, Jeremy is within 5 feet of it.
Well, that initial roll was not great.
What was it?
The initial roll was 2, and the attack modifier is 5.
Alright, so 7.
However,
Yep.
Bardic Inspiration.
So you...
Was that it? Gonna re-roll that.
No, so you add a D8, was it, or a D10?
D6.
So roll 1d6.
Okay. Adding 3.
7, that's 10. This force just goes straight into Jeremy, and he is unfazed by it.
I think it's like a bug. It's got a hard carapace. Find the squishies.
Find the squishies?
Godar, you're up.
The squishy bits.
As going to so I'm about 15 feet away from it, going to walk forwards 5 feet, and is going to, as a magic action, unleash the dragon's breath, the fire, the waves of like microwave
Yep.
kind of just energy. That's a dexterity saving throw, DC 14, please.
Alright. So he got a 9 in total.
That is going to be 6 points of fire damage, and I'm going to walk back 10 feet.
Okay. Alright.
See, like that.
You can see the impact it had made on Jeremy, and it is almost devastating as it goes, That hurt. That hurt. What are you doing? Stop that. Stop it. He says as best as he can. Are you doing anything else?
That is all I can do,
All
unfortunately.
right. Rainer, you are up.
Okay. Rainer is covered in poison as he kind of just chucks Gimbal in front of him. But so his hands are kind of clear. And he's gonna turn to Jeremy and he's going to use Dissonant Whispers.
Very good. Tell me how this happens.
So he's just gonna be focusing as his eyes kind of just turn towards Jeremy and he's kind of studying him as he's just thinking horrible thoughts in his mind at
Okay.
Jeremy.
All right, and he needs to make a wisdom saving throw. Is that correct?
Yep, 14.
Okay, he fails.
That is great. I cast it at second level, so that is 4d6.
6. Go ahead and roll me that 4d6, please.
17 damage.
Very nice.
This isn't how this is supposed to go. What is it? And in his mind, he's just hearing a lot of are you doing anything else?
He's just gonna use the last of his he's gonna use another bardic inspiration towards Gordar,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just gonna point to Gordar with little finger guns and go Gordar.
Very nice.
He's a Power Ranger now.
Yep. Okay, so as this has happened, Annie, you had just been dropped. You see, he now begins to serpentine his way towards you, Godar, and he's like, "No, this is not supposed to how it's supposed to happen. This was supposed to be my wedding." As he's almost coiling himself around you like a snake, and you see him. You look up to where his face is, and you see his mouth open as these huge mandibles come out, and he dives in for a bite. So let us see if he
your
chomps them.
breath smells as bad as you look.
Oh, that is a 24 versus AC.
Yeah, that is.
Okay, and you're going to go. So he dives in, and you can feel the mandibles just dig into your shoulders there. And you're going to take 8 points of damage.
What type of damage?
It will be PC.
Needs to do a concentration roll, which I have advantage on for reasons. I save with a 22.
Okay. As he's taken that bite into your shoulder, it is now Annie, your turn.
And he's going to command her cannon to move a bit further away so that it's not exactly point blank, maybe about 10 feet away.
He's about, you can set it back, but Jeremy is now where Godar is, which is about 15 feet away from him.
Oh, okay. So in that case, just 10 feet behind Annie. And with that, she's going to command the cannon to do flamethrower instead.
Okay.
So aiming flamethrower for centipede.
Yep,
Jeremy.
okay, sure. What is the DC for that?
Spell save DC 13, 2d8 fire damage.
2d8 fire damage. Okay, so it is a dexterity save, and the DC was what, 13, did you say?
Yes.
Godar, give me a dexterity saving throw, please. With a DC of 13.
You said it curled around it. Do I have advantage on it?
Ah!
I'm joking.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that advantage.
Oh, thank goodness you gave me the advantage.
Why?
Actually, wouldn't it be cast as cover, so I only get a +2, half cover.
Oh, no, I already said I'll give you the advantage, so
Okay.
we'll go with the advantage.
Because I did roll a roll of 2 for a total of 3,
Okay.
and now I have a total of 13
All right, meets
with advantage.
so that was successful. Now he has to roll. Is there damage on a successful save?
Half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay, so he fails.
Oh boy.
He fails that check. Go ahead and give me the damage. What was the total?
That was 9 fire
All right,
damage.
so Godard take 4 points of fire damage. and he is going to take 18.
He's doing another concentration check. 16. Dragon's breath still here, baby.
This is my wedding. No, this is my wedding. As he turns and he does this, you see him now prepping his sword. He's now uncoiled you, I guess, Godar, and he goes down on almost all of his hands and feet, and you see him once again has the two blades as he does this move where he basically swims between the three of them, and he's going to be slashing his sword 3 times. So first on Godar, which is a 17 versus AC.
Shield.
Okay. You bring up this energy shield right in front of you as the blade makes contact with it. Annie, that is a 16 versus AC.
Shield.
What is your? This is the first time you've shield. What does your shield look like?
So Annie's shield, it comes from the forearm of her prosthetic arm, and as the chambers of her forearm open, like a door, same way that her palm opens.
Okay, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Anyway, it opens and it's like a very jagged oval shape, almost like an explosion that was just about to happen but was stopped midway.
That's so fucking cool. All right, as it now begins to serpentine its way towards you, Rainer.
You have the chance to do the funniest thing right now.
I do.
Does 21?
I'd love to say shield, but I don't have one.
Aww.
That would have been very funny, actually.
It would have been. Yeah, I guess I'm just... Yeah, nothing you can do.
Okay, so you're going to take
That's way high.
5 points of damage.
Okay.
And it is now as Jeremy takes his slash on you, he coils around you and he's now sort of standing up atop of you. And as he stands there, his mandibles are now still out of his mouth. And you were supposed to be my wife. This is not how. And he spits towards you and give me a.
Oh, yuck.
What do you call it? Oh no, he can't do this. Sorry. No, he doesn't spit. That's fine. He's just like he's preparing to spit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was the cannon, and Annie, Godar, you are up.
Well, it just so happens to be there's going to be a death at this wedding.
As Gordar starts to walk forwards until he's within that 15 foot, it's going to look up at this creature and do the Dragon's Breath again. So it's DC 14 Dexterity saving throw.
You now hear a lot of wailing, right? All the old bug-like people that you've hit earlier are like now dead and shriveled, and you can see the others like now also with arms growing out of them, all sort of like wailing, crying, and they're like, Lord Jeremy, no! As each and one of them, and you can see them, like a lot of them are beginning to shrink as well, getting smaller and smaller.
It's time to exterminate this bug.
So they take, what was the damage?
Did he save or fail?
He saved on a nat 20.
Oh.
On a natural 20, okay. So it would have been 14 fire damage, but half to 7.
Okay, so he's going to...
So as Gordar walks forwards, the snake still fled in the crown, the heated energy just burning into, obviously not doing as much damage, but you see the wound that Gordar had from the pincer starts to like crack over as if from like stone before healing as I use a brand new spell as a bonus action called Arcane Vigor.
All right.
So it's a 2nd level spell. It's a new one to D&D. So You tap into the life force and heal yourself. Roll 1 or 2 of your unexpected hit dice and regain number of hit dice equal to the rolls plus your spellcasting modifier.
All right, go ahead and roll that for me, please.
I'm going to use 2 hit dice. 36s. I've got 4 and 7 plus 3. So I'm back to max HP. As the flesh like grows over as if it was from like a mixture of like flesh and stone and like cracks like stone before falling away and just revealing like the same green scaled flesh. And that is my turn.
As this wave of energy hits Jeremy, you can he's now beginning to wail and scream like the rest, and you hear him go, "No, this isn't right. This isn't right. This isn't right." As he's slowly shrinking, and Rainer, you see the coils around you. How he's coiled around you. He's getting smaller and smaller. This isn't correct. This isn't how supposed to happen. This is fine when we die. And before you see a centipede, and he goes, and that's where we're gonna end the combat.
Rainer is going to pick up the centipede by like Rose's bit and kind of just walk towards Annie. Here you are.
Oh, that's disgusting.
You can't do this. This was
And he's gonna slap the centipede out of your hand, Rainer.
Drops down. As it's dropping down, you hear his voice. Death is but a doorway. Time is but a window. I'll be back. As he slowly drops, and you can see the Avengers style disappearing sort of thing.
Just turns to dust.
Yeah, turns into dust. And you see the bodies of all these old people and these bug-like people are now beginning to disappear in the same fashion. The stage that you are standing on gives in and is destroyed. And the entire town itself almost seems to crumble before your eyes, and everything. This town is a ruin. It is not this idyllic French sort of countryside setting. It is ruined buildings, and the roads, streets is all worn, overgrown with plant life. Some of these buildings have been taken over by vegetation, and it is now just an abandoned ruin now.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Kind of hoping to burn it to the ground myself.
And we're going to take a break from there. We're going to leave you with a word from our sponsors.
Anteli, a city so nice it was named twice, the crowning jewel of Varela. From its humble beginnings as the small, sleepy hamlet of Anteli to the now bustling cosmopolitan metropolis it is today. Anteli has everything you will ever want and need. The city of dreams, the city of hope, the city of prosperity. Looking to get yourself into latest fashion, kits and gear? Head down to High Street where all of your wants can be provided. Want entertainment? See a concert, a live show? Then McKinley Park has you covered in all fronts, and if you're lucky you may catch a glimpse of Nick Nocturne himself. Wanting to make Anteli your home? Then look no further than the Diamond District, with its modern and state-of-the-art homes, from humble apartments to the lavish penthouse of your dreams. Or perhaps you are wanting something a little slower, or a nice slice of suburbia. Then how about looking into one of those homes down by Brookgate, nice quiet neighborhoods where everyone knows your name. You have a couple of coins just weighing you down? Well, why not head down to Southport and look for the Seashell Casino. Drop those coins there in a couple of their games and double what you have. Walking's got you down? No need to fret. Travel across the city via buses or take the scenic light rail, all provided by the Forged by Arms, in an all-forged suite provided for you, the people. Walking's got you down? No need to fret. Travel across the city via buses or take the scenic light rail, all provided by the Forged by Arms, an all Warforged suite provided for you, the people. Travel across the city via buses or take the scenic lightning rail, all provided by the Forged by Arms, an all Warforged suite provided for you, the people. Don't want to take public transport? That's okay. A private handsome cab is the ride for you, provided by the Shinral Cab Company. Now you don't have to worry about sharing the space with the general populace. Be at ease and know that the city of Antilles will always look after you, with our very own Jasper Gilman at the helm as Mayor Chair-elect. He will drive a new golden age of prosperity. And fear not, with our hard-working individuals at the ever-vigilant Night Watch, there is no safe place in the world of Varela than the city of Antilles. So what are you waiting for? Board that ship by air or by sea, and live the life that you deserve, only in Antilles. This message was spoken and sponsored by Ruth Bobble.
And we are back. That was a word from our sponsors. Please do check them out. That's all I gotta say about that.
And please leave a review and a comment and a like and whatever on whatever platform you're on, because it definitely helps small podcasts to be seen and to grow. We really appreciate it.
Comment your favorite emoji.
With that, or also if you have any questions that we can use during table talk, that would be perfect too. Be real awesome.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Very handy.
let's get right back into it. You now find yourself in the town center with, what was once a town. You're now surrounded in ruins. This fountain does not have any water in it. The vegetation has overgrown and has overtaken this place. Not too far at the distance, at the top of the hill, you still see the two large buildings. One, the Delacroix Manor, and also the old embassy.
Well, shall we move on?
You see Gimbal. Gimbal sort of like perks up from the ruins of the stage. What just happened?
Oh, you're alive.
Where is everyone? Where are we?
Well, they were all bug people. They tried to kill us. One of them was up on your chest and had their lips locked around your chest and was sucking at something.
But I'm a virgin.
What has that got to do
Not
with...
That
not
is
like
not
that,
surprising.
Gimbal.
Gimbal, get your head out of the gutter.
But you said they were sucking me off.
Yep.
No, I did
No.
not. I said they were sucking your chest.
That's what I heard. And you see,
Okay, well,
Gimbal, have you ever...
come now. Grabs the rope and just yanks Gimbal forwards. We're going up there.
Oh, okay.
So I went to that one, and he kind of points to the Delacroix Manor. He's like, Jeremy definitely thought that place was cursed. And the key opens the huge... It's like a massive rose kind of thing, where there was thorns, and then the key just kind of opens it.
That makes
No.
sense. Keys are supposed to open up gates.
Yeah, I
Let's
mean,
go.
not the gate. It meant like the actual vine that were covering the entire mansion.
Okay, now I'm really curious. And she's gonna start going towards the manor.
Yes, as they're walking, we saw the place, and the manor itself, like it was enwrapped by these vines and thorns. And after inspecting it, it was rose thorns, as he said excitedly. And you approach the gate, and you find that there is a note on the gate.
What is this? And he picks up the note.
And you take a look at the note, and it is written quite, penmanship is absolutely beautiful. It is addressed to both yourself and Godar, and it states that if you cannot find Raynor or Gimbal, they are now dead, and they're inside the mansion dead.
Huh. Well, Raynor, are you dead?
Maybe a little bit inside. I mean, just a quick question. And he kind of like reaches his pocket for the gold he collected that night.
You still have it.
Still have it? He's like, I'm not dead, but honestly, I think we kind of come back to this and try to find that warehouse full of gold. Because this place won't disappear, but that might.
You actually have a very good point. But still, we're right in front of the manor anyway. Might as well go inside.
You're looking at this manor, and it is almost like a gothic scene. Looks like a haunted Scooby-Doo-esque mansion, and it is enwrapped in these large, thorny, black purplish vines. And as you even approach the gate, you can see these tendrils almost enwrapping itself around the manor, almost protecting it in an embrace.
Alright, well, what say you, Godar? Gimbal, what would you rather do?
I don't...
Honestly, I'm a bit exhausted after that last fight. Not physically, but magically. But if you want to go in, I'll follow.
We're supposed to also go back. We were supposed to be back today, this afternoon.
It's okay, Gimbal. You know you don't have an opinion here. Shh.
Oh. I see. He slumps.
Granted, that was a little bit harsh.
I'm just protecting him. He's covered in poison. I'm covered in poison.
Only you're covered in poison.
Oh. Well, he just kind of like goes towards Gimbal. Alright, we'll listen to you one time. What do you want to do?
There's nothing in particular I want to do. I was just reminding you all that we were supposed to be back today. To report to Samson.
Our original task was to just inspect the area, right? Make sure it's livable.
Yeah. I mean, as far as I can tell, there were people here that was living and it was nice. And you're telling me that we've always been here?
What?
This isn't where we were.
Like I said, he doesn't really know what's going on. Let's just move past it.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's fair. That's fair. Perhaps some kind of respite would actually do us good.
Okay.
I still need to process the fact that I was almost married.
You were married.
Congratulations!
Not now, Gimbal.
Oh.
How's the kids, by the way? Pickles.
And he's going to like, she was going to grab her rifle, but then realizing that it's not there, she just is defeated and she just turns away from you.
You're still in your wedding dress.
Ugh. And she's gonna like stomp over to like the boutique or where the boutique was.
Yeah, it's not too far from here. You can. The two of you are left here by the gate as Annie storms off, headed back towards the village square. So you find the boutique on where the dress had been made, and you know that it is on the second floor. Here you see the staircase that was once leading up to that second floor. It is no longer existing. It is torn and worn and weathered away by time.
Ah, okay. Alright. And 1 second, I just need to confirm something that I can do here. Okay, looks like I can't just spawn a ladder out of nowhere.
I mean, that'd be an amazing ability, but sure, yeah.
Can Annie, like, walk around the building, see if there's, like, a back entrance or something that, you know, could still be entered through and climbed on?
You can, you know what? Give me another luck roll.
Another luck roll. Okay. So that's my passive ability. I am back down to none.
Not that lucky.
Oh, not that one.
The D100.
Oh, that one. Okay. 94.
Okay. So I was going to give you a 50-50 chance of finding another entrance. Right? So you would have to get 50 or below.
Ah.
But you got so no. So circling this building, you find that the lower floor is a different sort of. It could have once upon a time be a different store. So there is no staircase inside that leads upstairs. And as you circle this building, it seems that that was the only entrance to the upper floor.
Okay. All right. She's looking down at her wedding dress. I don't think she ever actually paid attention to what the dress is. What does it look like?
It's a mix. It's a Frankenstein mixture of both modernity and traditional, because it was made by the hands of both Godar and the
And the
head
grandma?
Yeah, and head
Yeah.
grandma, and they were fighting over it.
God, this thing is dreadful. All right.
I take offense to that.
Oh my God, you're here. Okay. Look, do you think you can get up to the second floor? I don't care about my clothes at this point, but could you at least try and get my gun?
Maybe if you give me a leg up, I can't fly.
Can you not slither up the wall?
I'm not a spider or a centipede.
No, but you are. Anyway. Alright, yep.
Snakes can't...
Hop to it, pretty boy.
Confusing. Goodness.
She's like down on, like she's crouching down and she has like the hands in between her legs ready to like hoist you up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Godar puts his foot there and... Oh, here goes nothing.
As she's lifted you, there is no need for you to sort of like hop. You can sort of just basically shimmy your way up. But just go ahead and give me... Would you say that he would have the upper body strength to lift himself up? If your answer is no, give me a strength check.
He's below average, so...
Okay, so go ahead and give me a strength check with nothing more than a mere DC of 10.
Come on, Godar, I swear to God.
So... That's a natural 20 for a 19.
Okay.
-1.
So, you are surprised of perhaps it is all the walking that you've been doing, or...
She did throw me.
Yeah, and you found that it was a lot easier than you thought, but then you went quite... Yes, exactly. You went over, and you are now inside, face to face with the floor. You thought you were strong. No, Annie just
Bang.
basically threw you.
Like a toddler that's fallen asleep, ass up, just like facing the ground into some rubble, just like, ow.
You can smell the dust and the age of this place. Untouched. Well, it seems to be untouched from the smell. You stand back up on your feet, and the room is kind of how you remember it, like the layout anyway. It's just old and worn, and you can see spools of well, not spools, but those big coils of cloth, all worn, eaten through by whatever creature would eat it. And you can see a table not too far away. You can see Annie's clothes, her backpack, and her rifle.
Looking over like the spools of cloth. See? Hideous. They didn't even finish eating it. It's still here. Just could like kick some of the the smaller pieces of cloth out of the way. Just like, disgusting. And just going to collect Annie's gear.
Okay.
Kind of like one by one, grab it, walk back over and get, catch. Just throws the gun.
Right.
And then just, one by one, eventually dragging the backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And then just, not sure if you want to try and catch this one.
Should be fine.
Dex check, please, on
God
the
damn it.
backpack. Catch DC 10. Not too much, but it is quite cumbersome, so
10.
10 on us, thank you. Alright, so yeah, you catch it. You, by this point, used to its weight. And you have caught this thing with ease. So, Raynor, you are out here on the street with Gimbal, in front of the mansion. You're still wearing the tux that you were forced to change in, and so is Gimbal. Yours being a little too tight, while Gimbal's a little too big. And just across the road, you know that's where you made your change with Gimbal when Jeremy had forced the both of you to get changed.
Okay, so Rainer is having this conversation with Gimbal just because they're the only two still here, essentially. So I'm guessing that Gordar left Gimbal with Rainer. Okay, so he's just gonna release the reins as he's just essentially kind of just walking side by him. He's like, Gimbal, you know that's not what suck means, right? Like suck off.
I'm sure I know what it is. It's all about the mating of two creatures that love each other very much. And I've had the talk of the birds and the bees. I know. The boys have told me all about it.
Okay.
And they always talk about getting sucked off again and again and again. But they never took me. But they would tell me all about it. And they would talk about how some people would get on their knees and all sorts of different things.
Well, they're not all wrong. I'll be very upfront with you. But I would say you need to experience this for yourself. All right. So what I'm going to say is first you need to find a lovely woman for yourself.
Wait, Rainer. I just need to tell you, I'm straight. So thank you for the offer. But
were you not listening when I said lovely woman for yourself?
Oh.
Or whatever creature you're into. Because remember, it's not about whatever you're comfortable with. But as you said,
I'm pretty sure I'm straight, but thank you for the offer.
I wasn't offering.
As he says, thank you for the offer. As he's like, almost this imagery of, there's a look of distraught on his face at this point now.
Okay. I really don't like you, Gimbal.
These clothes are big for me.
Yes, they are. You look like you're drowning in them.
Yeah, I would like to get changed and make this a little less awkward.
Okay. So we're going to walk inside this building.
In abject silence.
Yes, in abject silence. Rainer is definitely the uncle who doesn't really like being with his nephew right now. He's just I'm stuck with this person.
You make your way inside the building, and the layout is all too familiar, though does not look as it did a few hours ago. It is in complete ruin. But you do know the room and where you got changed isn't too far. It's just down the hall from here. And you take a moment to explore, and you find just the room. You're opening doors here and there, and then you open a door just across the room where you got changed. And in this room, you find 2 barrels filled with gold coins.
Jackpot.
What?
Don't worry, Gimbal. You stay out here. This room looks really dangerous.
Oh, okay.
You just go get your clothes changed. And
Okay.
if you see Annie and Gorda, just send them this way.
Okay. And he now gets changed. He heads into the other room and he begins to get changed. What do you do?
Rainer is gonna just kind of inspect these barrels.
They're filled with gold to the brim.
Oh my god, I dreamed of days like this. I dreamed of them. So, this is my cut for dealing with these things, and this is also my cut for dealing with that, and this. And he's just taking things and kind of oh, this is heavy.
Coins are very different from the coins that rained just from last night, whereas the coins that you had received from the golden shower. Yeah, I guess you could call
Okay.
Sir, sir,
That's a term.
sir,
I'm not sure if it's the right term.
sir.
the golden shower that you
Was it-
received the night
Was it
before.
the dragon?
Those were regular size coin, right? With no inscription or markings, or well, any great markings that it had. But these gold coins are large. They are the size of your open hand, and you pick one up and you see that the coin around the edges, it has a draconic script written around it, and in the middle of the coin you can see a dragon head. You turn it over, and once more it has on the edge more draconic writing, and in the middle, rather than a dragon head, it has two crossed tails.
Rainer kind of inspects the draconic writing, and he's just like, just a bunch of squiggles. Great. Maybe Gordar can read it. It's probably more useful for him. Regardless of the fact, and he just kind of like peeks his head out just to see if Gimble's still like around and not running off doing something stupid. As he's just like,
The door is closed.
so the door is closed. Okay, so he's just gonna be opening the door really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, Gimble, are you out here?
No response.
Oh great, he's dead. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. And then he just kind of like leaves the door open as he just kind of like knocks on the door. Gimble?
No response.
He opens the door.
You see your clothes there, and you see Gimble's oversized tux.
Okay. He's maybe just going out to go see Gordar and Annie. I'm not his babysitter. He is a very capable young man. I did my best. So, I'm just gonna get changed. Closes the door. And then
You
just
close
changes.
the door and you get changed. Not a moment too soon. Out in you can hear from out the street. You can hear both Godar and Annie in discussion.
Why did you have to catch me like that? Like, I'm not a baby.
Really? Because you seem like the biggest one there is.
Okay, well, I only cried out a little bit as I fell, but it was scary.
There
Have
were
you ever fallen like that?
personally no, but there were literal tears in your eyes.
No, there wasn't. Hello? Where are you?
Rainer, you hear hello, where are you?
Well, I'm over here.
What do you mean I?
Where's the mouse?
That is a great question. I don't remember. He kind of just escaped.
Gimbal!
Gimbal?
No response.
Oh, great.
God's just gonna look around and see if he can find any tracks or anything outside.
Though I wouldn't say you'd find tracks on these roads. I mean, maybe give me an investigation check.
You know, it's a bit dilapidated. I'm sure the wind would have blown in some dirt and mud and stuff.
Can Annie also roll an investigation check?
What are you looking for?
Looking for, like, any signs of, or even, like, whimpers of Gimbal being like, as he's being
Okay.
taken away.
All right, you're trying to listen for. Go ahead and give me a perception check then.
I, Gordar, master investigator,
Mhm.
finder of all, rolled a natural 1,
Okay.
and I have a +0.
Okay, beautiful. There are no tracks, as far as you can tell.
Just dirt.
And what did you get for your perception, Annie?
Perception check, 14.
14. Rainer, you now come out all dressed with your backpack in tow. You think you do hear Gimbal,
Mm-hmm.
Annie, but not within the close vicinity of where you're at. It could be a couple of streets away.
Hello? Hello?
Gimbal? Gimbal!
I'm over here.
I think he's gone that way.
Points in the completely opposite direction.
That's...
You know
I
that
see
it's
the
the wrong
tracks.
direction.
Can you see it?
Just pointing at, like, nothing. Just, like, some indents from the rain.
I think those are his footsteps.
Sure thing, Gordar, but let's go this way.
Oh, I guess you're trying to get your steps up. Well, if he goes missing, it's your fault.
Yep, I will take responsibility as she eyes Rainer.
While you two are doing that, Gorda, I have something to show you.
Oh?
Come inside this room. See you, Annie. Good luck with your whatever you're doing.
to show you.
Yeah, I have something. No, he just
Throwing off that natural one.
Oh, yeah, sure, okay. What is it?
Walks in blindly.
Both of you walk in. Annie, not too far. It's maybe a couple of streets away. 3-4 streets down. You find Gimbal, and he just waves.
Gimbal, what are you doing there?
Rainer told me to look for you guys.
That's... Come here.
Yes. So I was just looking for you and Gordar.
Thank you for trying to look for us, but we were very worried. Remember that your life is literally a trade for ours. If something were to happen to you, it would happen to us.
I was just listening to what I was told, which what you all tell me to do.
Maybe don't listen to Gordar that often. Not Gordar, sorry.
That's okay. I'm a bit scared of him anyway.
Sorry,
Why's
I
it
meant...
always Gordar?
why is it Gorda?
I meant don't listen to Rainer that often. Gordar is a special creature, but I think he has a brain unlike Rainer.
Oh,
I think. I can't be too sure.
I mean, if anything, I think I have the most cleverest brain out of 4 of us. But yes,
Something wrong with you?
not at all.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He's just standing there smiling. You know how kids kind of like do that, even though he's not a kid.
Yeah. Okay. You said that there wasn't supposed... Whoa, what was that? Supposed? Sorry. You
Maybe
said that
you
there
can
wasn't
try that
supposed
again,
to be...
Annie. I'm just proving my point.
All right.
Well, you just
Annie's,
proved it for me.
Annie's eyes like kind of twitching at that comment. You said there wasn't supposed to be anyone here when we first came.
Well,
Was there ever a village long before what we witnessed?
Well, yes, before the war, this town was part of Antili soil. This is where we had our embassy.
Right, and speaking of the embassy, what are we getting again?
We're not getting anything. We were supposed to ensure that this place was safe enough to bring the rest.
Right. Would
And-
you deem it safe considering that we were just attacked by insect people?
Well, I don't know. We're in a completely different place now. We were in Briar Rose earlier, where it was all nice and pretty, and all those people were there. And now we're just in this. I don't even know. And then I was knocked out, or something. Something was weighing on me, and then I woke up and we were here. I don't know where here is.
I see. Well, we're still in Briar Rose. What we saw when we first arrived was just an illusion.
You're just pulling my leg, as he gives you like that sort of gentle punch on the leg, and just like that playful punch, pulling my leg. We're somewhere else now.
Okay, Gimbal. And she's gonna walk towards Rainer and Godard where they went.
Okay, let's go back to the both of you. You both enter this ruinous building.
Mm-hmm. There. Rainer is gonna go straight towards the room with the barrels.
Hey, not so much about... What are you hurrying for? What did you find?
You see 2 large barrels of gold, Gordar.
God's jaw just drops.
Oh my goodness.
You can understand now why that little mouse was my least of my concerns.
Is this real?
It is real.
Starts picking it up. It's like feeling it. Does it feel real?
It's How much do you know of actual gold? I mean, as far as you can tell, it is gold.
He's a rich boy. He's done a lot with money.
Yeah, then I would say that, yeah, you know this is gold.
My goodness. What is this engraving?
And
As he reads it, he does understand Draconic, but it's like Serpent Folk, so it's not
yeah,
1-to-1.
as best as you can tell, it's just House of Coin, and it has a year of mintage. Is that the word? Yeah. Yeah, it just says House of Coin, Matushia, and then the year that it's been minted.
These are real. Oh, these are... I don't know how much we'll be able to carry back with us, though.
We have any.
Do you think they'll confiscate them?
They will confiscate it. I know them. Oh my god, that is a concern then. Can we hide it from them?
I don't know how. I don't have any magics of that sort.
Me neither. Maybe Annie.
Annie, you enter the building with Gimbal in tow. You can hear both of you now hear footsteps.
I hear them. Quick, put the lid on there.
Trying to, like, cover it up.
There is no lid. It is two open barrels.
Okay, well then he would go and meet them at the door and kind of, like, step out of the room.
Okay. Annie, as you enter the building and walk with Gimbal's like, and I got changed over there, and that's why I've got my clothes on. I've put away my my hazmat suit because I don't think everyone seems to be fine after 2 days. Oh, there's Godar, and he points.
I'll walk up and be like, Gimbal, we're gonna head up to the mansion now.
Okay.
Annie, Raina wanted to speak to you for a second.
I'm going to grab the rope and, like, start heading
He
towards...
doesn't have his leash.
What? I'm putting that leash back on him then.
He's
Grab my rope back.
left it wherever he got changed. He's not wearing his leash. He's just got his clothes on in his backpack.
Okay, well, I'm grabbing him by the scruff of the neck and I'm dragging him.
Okay.
But I'm not letting you walk free, because you just disappear.
I was only doing what I was told.
Yes, well, you're doing what you're told now and staying at the end of my hand. Come.
He's following along. Annie, you enter the room to which Godard directed you to.
Raynor, what is it?
He kind of just puts his hand out, presenting it as he shows you like the barrels full of gold.
Oh.
Gold, Annie, gold. A whole heap of them. 2 barrelfuls of these large coins.
Wow, that is a lot of gold.
Yeah. Is there anything we could do to hide it from?
To hide 2 giant barrels?
Like, could you melt it down and then like put it into one big gold thingy?
Well, I mean, if we melt it down, it could ruin the value of it.
Okay, let's not do that then.
I mean, we could, if you, want to take one part of it for yourself. And then, Godar and I can take a few of our own. And then we can just melt down the rest and sell it off for money. We could also save a couple of coins and give it over to, like, the museum or some kind of archaeologist. They might have a fun time
we don't
with
need to
this.
do all of that.
I'm just saying it's a good way to get our names out there.
You think they're gonna let our names go out there with a bunch of collars? As he kind of like puts his kind of thing down so he can show the collar. He's like, we're a bunch of slaves.
True, but I believe Madame Delacroix also said that if we behave and if we act like the good, sweet citizens that we are, we might get an early... what do you call it? An earlier ounce of freedom.
She said longer leash. Alright, we'll do it your way, Annie. You're the most knowledgeable about this kind of situation, so I trust it's in your hands.
Great, and speaking of hands, how do you think we get this out?
You're strong.
Annie's gonna lift up her right arm to show skin and bone. What do you think I do with
you're
this?
not strong. Okay, what do we do? What do you... Okay, how about we take as much as we can hold, we bury the rest.
Mm-hmm.
we come back at a later time with a wagon.
Bury the rest. I mean, that's going to be a bit hard to get out of here with the encampment coming here, right? Because that was their goal.
Oh my god, why do we have to deal with this? I don't want to say goodbye to you. And she's just talking to the gold.
Kissing it, caressing it.
Give me a second. And she's just gonna like look in her bag. I'm assuming because like she has a pouch and a backpack. The pouch is the bag of holding?
Yeah.
Okay. Bag of holding. Okay, if I'm not wrong, just because I don't have like the description of a bag
None
of
of
holding.
you know about it.
Yeah.
None of you know about a bag of holding, by the way.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I'm so surprised. I didn't want to interrupt. I'm like, motherfucker has a bag of holding.
Yeah, because like
Bag of holding out. Motherfucker.
so like she's going through her pouch right now, just trying to like dig through it, and she doesn't have actually a lot in there, like barely anything. Nothing's in there.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's in there is like ammunition for her rifle and some lubricant for her arm. That's it.
I mean, I would say
One for me, one for me, one for me,
Mhm,
one for me, one for me. What?
feasibly, I think your bag could hold all of it.
All right, Rainer, can you do something for me?
Yeah, I can try.
Do you have like a bag on you or some kind of sack that you could let me borrow for a little bit?
I have a backpack.
Okay, do you mind just holding these bullets for me and just this oil flask? It'll be quick, I promise.
I can do that for you if you are doing what I think you might be doing, which is holding something more important.
Yeah, and with that she's going to set the pouch down on the floor, open it as widely as possible, and she's just going to like, how do you call it? Like dip her hands into the pile of gold and just kind of throw it to the pouch that's on the floor.
Okay, so because of the sheer sizes of these coins, you could take a stack of 5 at a time, probably, and just carefully put them in.
Okay. Oh god, this is heavy.
Rena, you are now witnessing this Annie just shoving coins after coins after coins after coins in her satchel.
You can do that.
Yeah, I mean, look inside. It's a void.
Does it? Is it? Can you pull it back out?
What do you think I just did with my ammunition?
Oh my god. Can you build more of these?
Possibly.
Annie,
Rainer.
I am your biggest fan from just now. Whatever you want, I will do, as long as you build one more for me.
So long as we just stay alive, I can build more. Anyway, at this point, I'm kind of hoping that Annie's filled the pouch. No, sorry. At this point, I'm hoping that Annie has moved a bit more than half of the barrel's worth of gold into the pouch. So now she's going to sort of tip the barrel so that it all just flows straight into the pouch.
Yeah, it could be a bit messy.
Yeah, it's fine. We can always just shove more inside.
Outside, Godard and Gimbal.
What is this constantly getting us mixed up? Come on.
They are not alike.
Mm-mm.
You hear a clink and clank of metals that seem to echo.
I'm dragging him. We're just going.
Yeah, so you're across the street, basically, as you're...
No, we're going to them. Oh, well, actually, that's right.
Yeah, it's just across the street.
Sorry.
And it seems
I had it in
to
my mind also.
almost echo throughout this whole place in this silence.
Is it really that noisy?
Because it's not that it's noisy. Where you are is devoid of any sound.
Okay. I mean, like, if you have a handful of gold coins, it's not going to make that much noise. You can hear it in the next building.
No, you won't, but you're hearing this.
Okay.
You're definitely hearing a lot of clink and clank.
Gimbal,
Yes?
what did you see when you were inside this building? Like, when you were here last?
Like, trying to, like, peek into, like, through the gates and through the brambles and...
Wait, this was the building that was at Briar Roads.
Yes, we're at Briar Rose.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Gimbal?
Briar Rose
Do you
was
think-
pretty, and it had those nice buildings, and
Did you go to a magical school or a normal school?
it was a school for magic. But I didn't study
Gora
magic.
is going to cast Minor Illusion on a nearby piece of rubble and make it look new.
The new rubble. Oh wait,
Like
Yeah.
the wall is it's clean.
got it.
It looks no. Sorry, yeah.
What does that look like?
a wall.
And then lets it go, and then it just goes back to its crumbled form.
And now what does it look like?
Ruins,
That is what happened with this town.
but
It was an illusion.
as an illusion of that scale.
Did you not see the giant centipede that was trying to kill us?
No, Rainer was holding me in his sweet arms, and then he tossed.
Gimbal's just Gimbal. Wow,
We're all mixing up
Hold
names
on.
today.
Godai was just staring at Gimbal, just
I thought you were supposed to be smart.
I'm very smart. I didn't see a
You-
centipede. I didn't. All I remember was all I saw was a nice village, which was Briar Rose, and then I woke up to this ruinous place. Now, if you're suggesting if it was some form of illusion, then something very powerful and very strong would have been able to cast that sort of illusion. And if you're going to suggest next that it was Jeremy who then casted said spell of that strength, I would argue that since we had spent time with him, he is an individual who's incapable of even casting the most simplest of spells.
Did you ever see him try and cast a spell? How could you make that assumption that he cannot cast a spell if you did not see him try?
We had him hog-tied.
You cannot read his aura or be able to tell just by looking at someone if they can cast magic.
We had him hog-tied. If he was magically inclined, I imagine that he would have already gotten it out of that quite quick.
Gimbal, he wanted us here to sacrifice us.
He was just in love with Annie, and he just wanted to marry her.
Then, no.
Yes, that's what the
What?
wedding was for. For them to
Why
get
is it that you
married.
believe this random person and not the person you've been on the road with?
Because he was kinda nice to me, and the people gave me nice food and yummy food, and now we're just somewhere else and there's no nice food.
Well, if that is what you want to believe, then you can, but you're an imbecile.
He pouts.
Pout like a child.
and Godai is going to try and enter through the gate.
Yeah, the gate
Is it
is
still
open.
locked?
The gate is open.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna push through
he,
and just start to inspect not enter, go near the building, but just inspect the ground, the gardenish area.
you can see as you're circling said ground, the thorns and the vines seem to react to your presence, both your presence, and they seem to move and swim and dance as they get closer to the building. Once again, these huge vines wrapping itself around the building, almost hugging it in a warm embrace.
Oh, that's concerning. Any idea on how we can get past that, Gimbal?
Rainer did something that made it react. He had something in his hand. I didn't quite see what it was, though.
Ah. Well, I don't think we're going to get any further. We might need to go back and get the others.
Okay.
Annie, with you filling your bag, you find that that's still with the first barrel as you're trying to pour it in.
Like, obviously, some of them had gone through, but at this point now, the more you try to put in, it just basically spits it back out.
That's not normal.
No. So you know that your bag still has its limitations, so it can hold about 500 pounds basically. And you managed to put in about if each of these coins weighed about a kilo, then you would have managed to put in about 226 of these giant coins.
All right. Well.
So there's still one barrel that is full of coins, and now you have a somewhat empty barrel with some of the coins around the floor and such.
Okay. Well, it seems like my bag of holding isn't so infinite. I wonder if I can make another one.
Could you? What do you need?
Let me double check first. I'm literally looking at magic item plans for artificers. I'm sorry, I bonked.
Yeah, well, as an artificer, you can at this level, I think you can create up to 4 magical items. Is that correct?
When you reach certain artificer levels specified in the magic items column of the artificer features table, the number of a magic item you can create at the end of a long rest increases. Okay.
But currently it's 4.
That's how many plans she knows, but she can only make 2.
2. Okay. Well, no, you're at your limit then. So your arm counts as 1. Okay, and the bag of holding. So that's 2.
Quick question to the DM.
Hmm.
Are you able to homebrew this?
In what sense?
Like, if Annie were to transform her arm into a new bag of holding,
it would not function
Damn.
the way you'd want it. It would just be no.
Damn.
Because it has its own magical properties for it to fully function the way it does.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well,
Gordon, did you say you were going to walk back in?
I said we're going to start heading back.
Okay.
well,
All right. Not a moment too soon, the two of you do return, and you have now entered the domain of this house.
Hello. We, think we're gonna need all of us there if we want to actually enter this mansion.
As like Gora's like just starting to enter his coin out.
yeah. 1 minute. All right, Rainer. Are you satisfied?
What's going on over there? As Gimble's beginning to walk over.
This is just what we can carry, but we can still have a few more on us.
Gimble
Yeah.
opens the door. What are you two doing?
Oh, shut up, Gimbal.
What? What are those? What are those? He walks over and he sees the gold that has just been spilt on the ground. And he sees the large barrel of gold. Did you guys find this?
Yes, and now you're a part of it.
He
So,
picks one up. Wow. This is... And you see him turn his head. This is dragon coin. We can get a lot of money for this.
Told you.
do you know a
Rainer.
guy?
Oh goodness, look at this gold. I don't think I haven't seen coin like this at all.
Yes, this is the very first time
This
I've
is
seen
larger.
it.
This is larger than what I'm used to dealing with. Oh, I'm not sure how much we can carry on hand, but I guess we need to fill our pockets.
Please do.
You see Gimbal already filling his bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's got as much as 3 in there.
All right, Rainer. So until we decide what to do with these coins, and she's pointing down to the pouch. Sorry, not the bag of holding that's on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Take your fill. Take what you want.
Guess that's the case. So how much can we all fit?
Samson's gonna love this. There's
course
so
it is.
many. Wow, Real dragon coins. And he's looking at it.
She's leaning, Annie's leaning down to Rainer. We don't tell Samson what we... Sorry, I'm going to restart that. We won't tell Samson how much we actually have.
Of course. But we do need to take care of Gimbal.
He's fine. Look at him. He's having such a fun time.
I think he's too busy staring at the coin at this point.
Gimbal, are you able to help me put a couple in my bag?
Yes. Okay. And the one he's holding, you see him. He puts it in his bag, and then he closes it up. Okay. And he's like picking them one by one, and he's like beginning to put it in your bag. Maybe about an additional 5 in yours, so that's like 5 kilos.
All right.
Oh, we went to Rainer. We went to that building,
Mm-hmm.
and it was doing those things with the vines like before.
Oh, did you use a key?
Oh, is that what you were holding before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, you have the key.
Oh, I see. I do have the key, which makes your return here a bit of my fault then, I guess. That is my bad.
I don't know how we're going to bring all these. I mean, we can leave it here for now. It's been safe here for the last 80 years, so I imagine that it will still be here when we return. This is a lot.
Indeed. And Annie's gonna grab like 5 pieces of the draconic coin and put it in her pouch.
Your satchel is full.
No.
Oh,
It's a
backpack.
backpack.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I meant. Backpack.
Yes. All right. Yes. No, that's fine. So Gimbal has 4. You have Annie has 5 in her backpack. How many would you like to have in your backpack, Godar?
Going to go with 5.
Okay. And Rainer?
I probably would take 5 as well.
Okay. So you guys got 5 each. Well, 5 each in your backpack. Gimbal's got 4, and you have 226 in your bag of holding, Annie.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it seems we have filled up on our coin. Let's go inspect this mansion, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
3 of you make your way out, and as you're walking down the pathway to this manor, you can see the vines once again react to your presence as it moves and swims closer to the mansion itself, and once again just hugging it. You can see old what was once topiaries are now shriveled up bushes, and you are now face to face with this manor.
Rainer is going to take the key out of his pocket
Mm-hmm.
and just walk forward.
As
Towards the door.
you approach the door closer and closer, you can see as if these vines are accepting, calling to the key as it begins to lax and open itself up to you, and you now come face to face with the door.
On second thought, Annie. Oh wait, not Annie. Annie has a pouch. Godar,
Yes. I'm right behind you. I don't understand why you're calling out.
can you do the door, please?
Why don't you do the door? You're standing right there.
It could be. I mean, like, but you're the most ready for a fight. You know,
No, I'm not.
with the snakes and everything. The cool thing where you do your jaw thing comes out. All right, I'll just do it.
No.
Just staring at you with like the dumbfounded face, just like, what is wrong with you?
So he just like puts the key in and just turns it, and he's just wincing, ready for like something to come out and explode.
You turn the key, there's no explosion. You hear it unlock.
Thank God. Okay, after all of you.
The door is still closed.
Oh, just
Oh,
get a move on.
God, it's just gonna push him in the
yeah.
back.
So he just gets pushed into the closed door. He's like, I got it. Opens the door,
You open the door,
and then just
and you step in.
Yes, he steps in.
As you step in, well, when you open the door, you can see that the manor inside is dark. It is pitch dark. But as you step in, the house explodes. No.
Hold
God
it.
damn it! No.
Lights turn on, the gas lamps, and it brings illumination to this room. It is a stark difference between what you've been seeing out there and in here. Here, it is almost untouched. It is clean. It is pristine. And as all these lights turn on, the chandelier above also turns on. Welcome to Delacroix Manor, sir. How may I have served? And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Hey.
Okay.
We got gold, baby.
I like that gold.
Rich.
Yeah, very much rich.
Imagine it just converts to like 20 cents.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Gold is not the most expensive metal in this world, unfortunately. So, yeah, it's depreciated.
Just to be
heavily.
clear,
It's very
Rainer,
common.
as you've entered the house, you do hear that voice welcoming you.
Okay.
And we will continue that from next episode for everybody to find out.
Yay!
Everybody say goodbye, and everybody say thanks, and everybody say good night.
Bye. Thank
Bye,
you for listening.
See ya.
everyone. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Mrs. Akmonic, wherever you are.
Who?
And welcome back. We are now on our table talk portion of the podcast. So, how was it, guys?
What a session.
We beat down the
We
simp.
did! Yay, the trash incel! Whippy!
Gone.
The Guardian of
No.
Briar Rose.
Oh my goodness.
Nah.
A shame we couldn't kill him, though.
Yeah, seriously. I wanted Annie to step on him so bad.
He would like that.
I know, so then she was going to use her cannon and flamethrower him. God, what a simp.
I should have killed him when I had the
Joe
chance.
liked the opening sequence of this episode.
Yeah, I loved it.
I'm not gonna lie, I was so lost
Really?
to begin with. I was like, damn, like they must have like chatted about it beforehand and like going with it, and then it came to me. I was like, wait, what? Oh no, this is improv. Shit.
Oh my god.
It seemed like because it flowed so well, like Ava, you instantly just like clicked in and it just worked. It seemed like this was planned beforehand. And I was like, oh, okay, they're having that little moment thing before we get back into the combat. And then I got thrown. It's like, oh, you've owned it. Your father owned this bar, like this pub, like this, and now it's yours. And I'm like, oh no, oh shit,
Running it with your
oh,
sister
fuck.
Sarah as well, which was
yeah.
Oh my god, I loved it so much. That was so good.
Did you love it because you had a picture of a life of happiness of being married?
No. No, I
That's
loved
so
it because
funny.
that's just like your DM like style. That's
Okay.
like just the exactly like the thing that you would do, and it's like yes. In terms of the story, I fucking hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all did. I every time, like, I'm happy he's gone. I'll be honest with you. I'm very
So you
happy
don't have to
he's
do the
gone.
voice anymore.
No, like when I did the art for Jeremy, like I literally had to take several breaks because I felt sick. I felt
funny,
sick
yeah.
drawing him and like just knowing who he is, and just all these things about his personality, because there's more to his personality. Well, I say personality, air quotes, to him, like, because I know who he is, I know what he's like, and like it just makes me sick. Like I try to pepper in some of that information, like how Rainer made that joke, and he comes back with an offhanded sort of like racist joke,
Yeah.
right? He's the type of guy that would say the N-word ironically, air quotes, right? He's one of the I feel like he's that type of person, and He didn't mimic any memes this episode, which I completely forgot about.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like in the dream sequence. I'm just like, when is he gonna mention Annie's gyat?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want him to, but when is he?
Oh god, yeah, like just he is literally the worst, and I'm glad he's gone.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
not gone forever.
Brother, this
It's
guy-
infectious. Bella's doing it now. All right, let's get some highlights, some cool stuff that happened, like one bit that you really, really liked. Let's start with you, Bella.
I actually just really liked the dream sequence. I thought that was like sick.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool to have that insight and just to have all of our characters enter that space, but also come to the realization that like, oh no, this is not no, ew, and then like wake up, instant combat. I love that.
If it were a home game, that would have been a lot longer, I think. I think I would have not essentially drag it out, but play it out for like a entire session. And but I also at the same time, I just wanted to get rid of Jeremy.
Honestly, as the person who edits this, I respect that. And I think I still have 2 episodes of this motherfucker to edit.
Oh man. All right. Highlight. Next one, please.
All right. I did love the dream sequence. I like the fact that I am glad that we all like instantly like switched onto that and like rolled with it. I liked seeing Raina's. It was very different. Like it seemed natural that both Gordar and Annie would, if there was a dream sequence in this area, would like fit into there. I wouldn't have even even thought about where Raina would go, and him being like the lowly the farm boy who's supposed to take over the chicken farm, but he dreams for more and like leaving. I'm like, yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Because it stemmed from last time when he was asking for directions, and it was just that old man who was yelling at him about feeding the chickens. It was like, you gotta feed the chickens. And then he's just like, yeah, okay. And then for him, his dream sequence was feeding the chicken. Personally, I thought was so funny, but I also wanted to pepper in this whole idea of like wanting more than what he has now. And you played that really, really well. Like the fact that like the three of you, like it was just like sprung on the three of you, and then you guys just played off. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I didn't want to like try and like push for like, metagame and be like, I'm gonna figure out this is not real. Like I was trying to like let that flow like a little bit more naturally, and the moment you were like, yeah, you're doing a menial task, you shouldn't be doing this, I'm like, huh. And then instantly he was like, I need to find my sister, because that's his like support system. So he's instantly just like, sister, and then her just like going up against it as well. It was just like pause, but it's just like, no,
something
the frustration I was feeling as a person was like,
it was great. That was fucking great.
Oh jeez. And then just like the relationships all the characters had in this different world, it was just hilarious that like it's still shone through. I don't know if it was on purpose, Raina, but like Gordar, because his formal stuff, I had him still call Annie Lady, as if Lord and Lady. But Raina wasn't doing that. He was calling like very informally. And Gordar was still sticking to those like, higher posh kind of traditions of here's your title. And I really enjoyed that. Like just that little thing of like still a bit of their personalities were still there. It's just
that was so
I
good.
liked it too. I liked it very much. Okay, one more highlight that we need. Avia.
Yeah. So for me, the dream sequence was real fun because, like, I think for me it was Annie who had to like kind of deal, and you could see Bella's pain to the camera as they. Like, you gave her the entire order of, like, eggs and this and that, and it was really funny.
Raw eggs.
Raw eggs.
Yeah. I also really liked Gordar, because it was such a different thing for him to kind of be this, like, you feel content. And I was like, Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Because last episode was delegation. So, yeah. But also, I was really interested because as a player, I really wanted to play it out. Like, this is kind of how Raynor would think. So, him even going to Annie and just being like, no, you can't do that because this is the world we live in. This is the town we live in. Like, yeah. So, and then him immediately waking up and saying, I'm so sorry. Like,
that was
yeah.
really good. You guys did so well in that. Like just watching it all unfold before your eyes and watching your reactions was a real treat for me. And I always love a little dream sequence. I always find it interesting. But it was just well done. You guys did really, really well.
I have a non-dream sequence one too, though, which was Gorda and Annie both having to talk to Gimbal. Because you could tell that, like, both of them were kind of like... So, Gorda doesn't warm up to Gimbal, but Annie was kind of warming up. But then the more that conversation went on in the street, the more you could see Annie just going... Okay. Enough with you.
Please stop.
And then Gordar showing him, like, no, this is an illusion. He's like, but they were nice to me.
I had
Irrelevant.
that couldn't have been an illusion.
Gimbal frustrates me to my core. I hate this fucking little mouse. If our literal explosion collars were not tied to him, I would have kicked him.
Oh my god,
Well,
no.
he's going to be here throughout the whole campaign.
Yeah, buddy.
God.
Can you give him some character growth where he's not?
Well, we'll find out
pain in the
soon
ass?
enough. I mean, he is leashed up, so who knows if there's any growth in that or not, or if any frustrating.
not.
We'll find
He's
out.
being
not,
carried
though.
by his. He's being carried by the
you
gruff
said
of
his
his
rope
shirt.
is gone.
Well-
Gruff? Scruff?
He, from last episode and this episode, he's slowly showing a bit of sass. So
He is.
Which is
He
kind
is.
of freaking me out, actually, because I was like listening to it and I'm like, who the fuck is this like mouse child?
Gimbal has been confirmed to be the big bad. He is going to take you all down.
Good.
By the way,
I'm
Gimbal's
looking
the
forward
final
to
boss.
this.
thank you, Larry.
Just
Thank you, Larry. For whenever I be mean to Gimbal and I feel like I've crossed the line, he does something so stupid that justifies it. I'm like,
yes.
Larry, please wait until after I can learn polymorph. I'm going to take the giant snake and eat them.
Just, I guess, a little more about Gimbal, since we're on the topic of him. While he did attend the university, he didn't do magical studies. Like, he was very much into book learning. A lot of it, I don't know if we mentioned it in the podcast, but like biology and I think I told you guys at one point, but it was off the books. But yeah, he did a lot of that sort of learning there, and he would have been he would have lived in the dorms, so he shared his room with several other boys who, I guess, by the sounds of it, left him out with a lot of things just from the interaction that he had today. But I love the dynamic that Gimbal has with you guys. I think it's absolutely fun. It's such a good thing to see you guys, how you guys react to him, and like him not buying the fact that, like, yes, I know of illusion magic, but like at this scale, hello, that's like some powerful shit sort of thing, you know. And he's like getting like a bit cocky in the way he's talking there. It's just like, what do you mean? That was Jeremy couldn't have done that. What do you mean? He was stupid. And then like Godard's just like, you know what, fuck you, I'm walking away. I'm done with this conversation.
At that point, the business venture is over and it is not worth continuing.
Okay, I think we can end this on with questions, one of each, to which I will try to answer. So let us start at the top. As always, Bella.
I guess like just from general curiosity, is there any special symbolism of like Jeremy being a centipede?
I wouldn't say symbolism.
Or like special meaning then?
I did not have that in mind when I designed that creature. It was more or less, this would be cool.
Okay.
Look, in essence, I didn't know what he was going to be. I knew that the townspeople were kind of bug-like and were like attached in a way to him, right?
Mm.
But I'd never considered on what creature he might be. I was considering on how to do this fight, whether he would just carry his sword and just be like this really amazing, air quotes folks, swordsman, right? And he would fight against the three of you. But then I figured, because the townsfolk were like, I made them to like these bug things, I go, it only makes sense to make him the same. And I had like images of Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas, and I was going to have like each time, I didn't want to do it each time one of the elder bugs died, but to sort of have that Oogie Boogie, my bugs, so I don't know if you've seen it, but at the end where Jack Skeleton pulls a thread from Oogie Boogie's sack body, all the bugs come out, and that was also another idea that I had, that he was going to be filled with bugs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just made him essentially a giant centipede. It would have been cool as a cockroach, but I like the idea of like, because I was thinking up of how he would attack, sort of thing, and I like the idea of like the centipede just weaving between you guys and just like slashing. So that's why I went with centipede. And also the last thing he said was an homage to Ghostbusters 2, which Vigo the Carpathian says when they destroy him. He says, "Death is but a doorway, time is but a window. I'll be back." So it is a Ghostbusters 2 reference. So okay, next question, please.
I don't really have
Wow.
a question.
How dare you? I demand a...
Well, I'm just here. I enjoy the ride. I like
Yeah.
finding out in game. I like that kind of stuff. So like that's where I find a lot of enjoyment, is what my character wants to know, and then asking like in the world and finding that out. Like I'm super excited. We are so far away from it, but if we ever hit level 10, I get the spell Legend Lore, and I'm so looking forward to just casting that and be like, Larry, give me lore. Larry, give me lore about this thing.
Well, we'll get there. I have for this particular campaign, I've already sort of like mapped out sort of like the baseline of the story that not only I want to tell, but explore with you guys and see where the story goes with how you guys interact with it. And it being a podcast, it is going to be a little more on rails, unlike our home games. But I still think it'll be interesting enough for not only you guys to enjoy, but also the audience. And I'm excited to have this open up and see, like, once the bigger pieces start falling into place. So I'm looking forward to that.
Level up?
No. No. And also we still might have one more question. Avia, do you have a question?
I do.
Yes.
But it might be a question that's going to be difficult for you. I'm still going to ask. What do you think happened to wives 1 through 6?
Well,
Yeah.
I think even though it was like kind of like an offhanded comment that he made, like I never sort of like written down. All I knew was that like he had previous wives. I think it would have been very much like a Bluebeard sort of situation, the Grim Fairy Tale. And I imagine that if you he would have essentially, in a way, like he would have taken these women, like almost like kidnapping them, and they would obviously resist, right, and say, no, I don't want this shit, this is bullshit, to the point where he would get like frustrated and abusive and to the point of killing them, much like Bluebeard.
Okay.
So, but yeah, there's a little of that, and I kind of like, I guess it was a slight hint to that where he did begin to attack Annie as well. So saying, no, this isn't how it's supposed to be. You made me do this, you know, that yeah, that's that sort of thing. Yeah, Bucky's the worst.
He is.
the
He's
worst.
so
He is literally
Yuck.
the worst. Well, hopefully by the next session, hopefully we can find an NPC who is much more bearable. But we'll see. I'm just gonna make someone worse than Jeremy, and then finally they'll like
please
Gimbal.
We need to give the there's no way you're gonna make me like Gimbal.
Just
Okay.
someone worse.
It's
than
never gonna happen.
Jeremy.
That's not how you should make someone like a different character, by making worse.
In
That's not
contrast, Gimbal would be pretty good.
No, it's still bad.
well, but Avi, yeah, we're killing them as soon as they come on. We're killing them.
For those who can't see,
It's like dropping a bomb in one location and then dropping a bigger one elsewhere. and be like,
exactly.
"See, that
Now you're on my same train of thought.
No, I'm telling you.
Good night,
that's not how it
everybody.
works.
Good night, Mrs. Harmonic,
Help.
wherever you are. How am I gonna do this? Wait a second. Let me think for a second.
I am so
So
scared
am
right
I.
now, genuinely.
Where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna go with this?
You wake up next
Please don't
to
let them
Jeremy.
be cuddling. No.
Where am I gonna go with this?
As you grab your two children and their cots.
No, God,
You wait
no.
with two children by the foot of your bed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.